Hey guys, this is John. I'm here in Florida. We decided we wanted to do the first ever emergency episode of Blue Elf Brigade podcast. Although this is, I guess, more of a video cast that we're doing here. We'll probably put up on the podcast channel too, though. I suppose we'll strip the audio out. But anyways, we're here, and I'm in Florida. I live. It turns out I live a little ways north of Tampa, and we're getting ready for the hurricane that's supposed to hit us in about. We should start seeing the effects tonight, so maybe in about 8 hours here, I guess. We'll start to really get the effects. The wind has kicked up in the past few hours. And, so Phil, how you doing?
I'm doing fine. I think the storm track is going to be heading away from and I can certainly hear the sound of the wind over there.
Like I said, maybe even in the last half an hour or so, all of a sudden the wind's kicked up quite a bit. It's not crazy yet. It's maybe, I think it's like 25 miles an hour or so, something like that. It's slowly ticking up though, and it's going to get pretty crazy. Right now they're forecasting we'll have a Category 3 hurricane when it does hit us. The full brunt will be hit sometime like Sunday night, basically. So we'll start to feel the effects tonight. We'll wake up in the morning, it's going to be pretty windy, and then Sunday night we're going to be rocking and rolling.
Oh, so you got a little more time.
Yeah, a little bit. However, as far as the forecasts go, they were way off. Like, Miami's not even in the path anymore at all. It's completely shifted to the west coast where we're at.
Yeah, from what I saw, it was supposed to go like all the way through to the Gulf first, and then they were saying it was supposed to go up the coast over to Charleston, which is why everybody's evacuating Charleston and going over to Atlanta area.
Yep. We had friends in Charleston. They were talking about getting out of there, and then it went and switched on them. So, now they're good to go. We put up our homes here. We have a brand new home, a Lennar home, and one of the features is that it's rated for a Cat 4 hurricane, and it actually came with these guys right here, my lovely metal storm shutters.
Impressive.
Yeah. So, not too hard to put up. It took us about 3-4 hours to get them up. Everybody in the neighborhood has them up with the exception of, let's see, can I switch this around? Hey, that's not switched around.
No.
It's a side by side. I don't think I can switch this around anyway. No. Anyways, let's do it this way. So, with the exception of our one neighbor across the street there, who they just made a beeline and got the hell out of town, and so they didn't put their shutters up at all. So, otherwise, everybody has them up.
So those shutters, they didn't take very long to put up. Are they? They're not nailed on or anything. How do they attach?
Yeah, so it's pretty simple system actually. It's just a bolting system. There's a bolt into the cinder block of the house. Our house is a cinder block home, and so there's a bolt embedded into the cinder block, and then you just put or actually I take it back. The nuts embedded into the cinder block, and you just put a bolt on. They're all bolted on with little tabs as washers, locked in place basically.
Okay, but you didn't have to modify
the bolt, and you lock them over to the side, and then you drill down the bolt and or screw down the bolt.
Okay, yeah, but you didn't have to make any modifications to the house. The threaded holes were already there, right?
Correct. Yeah, it's as built. Yeah. The one downside is, so it turns out Lennar apparently doesn't have very good QA when it comes to verifying that these things are actually all the parts and pieces are here like they should be. So people are trying to get ready for a hurricane, and some of the other owners are missing parts and pieces that weren't included in the home like they should have been. Yeah. So people are missing stuff like wing nuts that you need to do certain parts of the install. Other people are missing entire pieces of the shutter material itself. These are actually individual sections here. So there's, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, call it 7 plates that make up this full thing. Some people were missing plates, so they couldn't fully cover their windows, or miss entire sections in times.
Well, it makes sense that you'd have separate sections so that people wouldn't have to hold that entire
right
against the window.
Yeah, but the Lennar thing of like missing that is, I'm glad we have ours. I would be incredibly angry if I was one of those people who Lennar skipped on and they didn't have all their stuff. So
absolutely.
Yeah, I think some hang vertically too, like this one here. So this one actually hangs down.
hangs? So you just hook it onto something at the top and then bolt down the bottom?
Yeah, it's basically the same system except it's vertical instead of horizontal.
Oh, okay.
Yep. But yeah,
Yeah.
so we're just kind of hanging out now. We got everything ready, and this is just the part where you just sit around and wait. You know it's coming.
Do you want me to switch your camera around so you can see the neighborhood?
Oh yeah, if you can, go for it.
Let's see.
Hey, look at that. Nice. Yeah, so that's the only house in our neighborhood that doesn't have itself all buttoned up. They took off a few days ago. They got the hell out. So,
And then bring.
oh, man. Yeah, we got neighbors out. I'll tell you what, this is the most we've ever interacted with our neighbors. Everybody's out right now. Everybody's talking to each other. So if nothing else comes out of the hurricane, it's that we now know all of our neighbors.
For the next time, you can
Yep,
prepare.
yep. So
Also,
all the stores are closing down. I don't think. I think Costco might still be open, but that's about it. Like everything is closing down here.
so even if you wanted to go out and buy some food or water,
Yeah. The Publix grocery chain closed at noon. They closed all their stores in the affected area, so they've closed all that down. Yeah. Yeah. At this point, it's kind of just if you're here, you're here. Hopefully, you got your stuff, and here we go.
all right, you want me to switch your camera back now?
Sure.
Okay.
Go for
I
it.
do have a question for you.
Okay.
So the most important question that I would like to ask you is, why did you choose to stay in Tampa through this hurricane?
So our plan was the whole time was that if it was 4 or 5, we were going to get the hell out right away. Like we weren't going to stick around for a 4 or 5 class hurricane if it was going to hit us. If it was 3, we were going to kind of wait and see what was happening, and then 1 or 2, we were just going to bear it out. Like our house is rated for Category 4. We have the storm shutters. We have the ability to get through this thing no problem, and we don't have kids, so it's just 2 grown adults making a decision for themselves, not risking anybody else's life. And we're way out of the flood zone. That's one other good thing about our place. Actually, if I walk around back, you'll be able to see it. We're actually 6 feet above a wetland behind us, and then the wetland feeds into a lake on the backside of that. So besides the fact that we're on the ocean front, we are very, very well protected against floodwaters. Even
Hey, John, I'm losing you.
yeah, to answer your question, Phil, about why we're still here. So did you catch where I said that we had a plan in place?
Yeah. Yep.
Okay. Yeah. So once we made that decision, we got all of our supplies. We have everything we need. We're good to go as far as that goes. And even though it's kind of coming towards us and it's Category 3 now, we feel that we're better off just staying put versus risking getting in a car, getting on the expressway, and finding ourselves stuck in a car halfway between when the tornado hits. We're much, much, much safer here than we would be otherwise. Our house is ready for this. We have everything we can need. And I always have emergency supplies to start with. Like I have, my survival kit that I have with us in the car everywhere we go and stuff like that. So we're well prepared anyways to start with. But yeah, so we're here for the long haul. We got one last storm shelter we got put up tonight. Once the wind starts picking up a little bit, we didn't want to completely close down our house because it does get crazy dark when you have these up inside your house. Even, it feels like it's nighttime all the time.
Yeah.
So, yep. And then we're going to clear off the back porch, obviously. We still have some stuff out here we got to put in the house and in the garage this evening. So,
what was that movie where people were allowed to do anything they want, commit any crime they want, and so a lot of houses had those steel shutters?
Oh, what was that? The Purge?
The Purge.
Yeah. Here's my lovely wife. She came out to say hi.
Hey, Katie.
You're recording. You're on the podcast now, Katie. Okay. Bye, honey. Yeah.
So,
yeah, man. But that's what's going on right now. There's not a whole lot else going on. We actually do have the outer band of clouds from the system is above us now. It's coming through. So, it's even though it's 400 miles away, that's how big the storm is. That we don't have the rain yet. The rain will probably show up in the next 5 hours or so, I think, something like that. We'll start getting rain. But the system's enormous. It's crazy how big this thing is.
just so everybody knows, it is 1:26 right now Eastern time.
So, yeah, man, that's what's going on out here. I don't know.
All right, so we all know you're going to have an interesting time over the next couple days, and we're going to be interested to hear any of your updates, anything that's going on, maybe some video if it's not too dangerous. Just
Yeah, definitely. I'm
be
gonna
careful.
try and I have an action cam on Twitter. How can I take some video? Because the one downside of these guys that I really don't like is I won't be able to see what's going on. So,
Yeah, yeah. So that's another thing. Be careful with the people. I know you're in a nice neighborhood,
yeah,
but especially during the storm and right afterwards, um, I would not. I would be very cautious about.
yeah. We have one big advantage of where we're located is we're actually on a little cul-de-sac that doesn't connect to any of the roads on the backside. So no one has any reason to come down our road except if they live here, really. So that's one good thing. We don't get much through traffic.
So if anybody is coming up to your house, then you know not to
Yeah,
deal with
yeah. I know all my neighbors, so especially now. So yeah.
them. All right. Well, good luck.
I
And
appreciate it, Phil. Yep, and I'll definitely we'll have to touch base with you guys again and let you know how it's going.
all right.
See ya.